Harry's Wife, Part 104.41. Biracial. Is she? Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. The issue of Harry's wife's race is something that she's made a great deal of. The majority of people, the vast majority of people, would have said, I didn't realise that she was biracial when she first came across their bows. Some people have said she looks more Latino. Others have said, I thought she was white. Something, of course, that Harry's wife has sought to maximise by referring to herself as Caucasian, straightening her hair, changing the shape of her nose, and regularly appearing as white as possible, save, latterly, when she sought, as the chameleon that she is, to play up to the black part of her heritage by wearing bronzer and claiming to have always had an interest in being a person of colour and, of course, claiming to be 43% Nigerian. Many black people have seen straight through this behaviour. They do not like the fact that she uses the issue of race as a mask. I'm white, now I'm black, now I'm biracial, now I'm white, and now I'm black, now I'm biracial. She has no affinity with any culture because of the emptiness that pervades within her. One moment she has Maltese heritage, which was purely utilised for the purposes of a freebie so that she could go to Malta, take pictures, talk about herself and do nothing at all with regard to researching her heritage or talking about Malta in a way that would be favourable for it based upon the money that they'd forked out for her. All she did was make herself look as though she was in a Scottish Widows advertisement. She does not advance the interests of black people or people of colour. Where was she at the buffalo shooting? Absent, but went to Uvalde because the optics were better in terms of turning up at the shooting of children, although of course that completely backfired for her. Naturally, she uses the issue of race as a method of controlling people. If you criticise her, that automatically makes you racist, in one of the most illogical leaps one can come across when commenting on somebody's behaviour, which has nothing what's to do with the colour of their skin. To accuse that person of racism is hypocritical, and indeed, in many instances, she is the one that exhibits racist behaviour by denying a side of her ethnicity and pandering to the other, save where it suits her, to then suddenly decide that she is actually of black heritage, and I've always embraced this. Understandably, those people who are of colour find, for the most part, such behaviour sickening, and rightly so. Accordingly, many people find it entirely mystifying that she bangs on about being biracial, because so many people looked at her and just assumed that she was white. And, furthermore, it doesn't really make any difference to them. They embraced her, welcomed her into the royal family, and of course thereafter, it's her behaviours that have been spoken about, nothing to do with the colour. We turn to the Royal Observer, which, with an article, tells us King Charles had no idea Harry's wife was biracial when she and Prince Harry started dating. King Charles didn't seem to know anything about Prince Harry's girlfriend, Harry's wife, when they first began dating. After returning from Botswana that fall, Harry introduced Harry's wife to his father and Camilla. The Prince of Wales found the young American actress, who bore a passing resemblance to Kate's sister, Pippa, completely charming, absolutely delightful, as reported in Christopher Anderson's book, The King, The Life of Charles III. It states, at the time, Prince Charles had no idea that Harry's new girlfriend was biracial. Not that it would have mattered at all, of course, Charles told an American friend. But no, I didn't realise that until later, the excerpt continued. Now, of course, by levelling the accusation against the royal family being racist and including King Charles in that, or Prince of Wales as he then was, by not stating that it wasn't him that had made the later remark vis-à-vis Archie, neglects, of course, the record that the king has had with regard to his promotion of people from black backgrounds and ethnic minorities, etc., and much of the work that he's done through his Prince's Trust in that regard. Of course, Harry's wife wouldn't know any about that because she wouldn't bother her lazy backside to actually try and understand the people in the family that she was involving. Indeed, if she'd been a more evolved form of narcissist, it would have caused her to do a bit of research and realise, actually, here's a way that I could look to better assert control over this chap by mirroring the interest of some of the things that he's done. Of course, her narcissism didn't take her down that route. In the book, Queen Elizabeth apparently was kind, no matter who she came in contact with, the article continues. For her part, the Queen, who experienced countless up-close and personal encounters with people of all races, ethnicities, and religions during her record-breaking reign, appeared utterly devoid of prejudice, the author wrote. Not once had she ever been heard to make a racially insensitive comment. The same could not be said for Charles, although his gaffes were rare, like the time he told a writer of Guyanese descent that she didn't look like she was born in the British city of Manchester, presumably because she was black and wore dreadlocks. Harry's wife, 41, previously spoke out about how some people in the royal family were concerned over Archie's skin colour, revision of history. In those months when I was pregnant, we have in tandem the conversation of he won't be given security, he's not going to be given a title, and also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born, the former actress told Oprah Winfrey. Lady Colin Campbell claimed it was Princess Anne who made the remark. I have spoken to this family friend, and we have both decided that the most judicious thing is that I relieve who the person is, she claimed. The fact of the matter is the person said nothing about Harry's wife's complexion, nothing about the colour of her skin, nothing about her race, nothing about the colour of the baby's skin and future baby, because this was a warning issued by a concerned member of the family. This short article demonstrates that Prince Charles, as he then was, when he met Harry's wife, didn't have any idea as to her being biracial, and moreover, he simply didn't care. And it is invariably the case with the narcissist that they are the ones that will make the proverbial mountain out of the molehill. Because of the paranoia that runs through the narcissist, which is there almost like an engine to generate that sensation of being persecuted, of being disliked, of being ostracized, when the shared reality of other people is that that's not occurring, the narcissist perspective is generated that way to cause the narcissist to act, to assert control, to draw fuel, etc. Paranoia is a crucial part of the way that the narcissism operates. And with Harry's wife, having never really utilized her blackness or person of colourness in the past, her narcissism then decided that it would do so by causing her to believe that people were commenting adversely about it, when, of course, all the evidence pointed to the fact that it was not. This, of course, the absence of the evidence is never going to stop her playing the race card, because her narcissistic perspective causes her to believe that people have it in for her as a consequence of her race, because otherwise they must like her, that she's eminently lovable, that all men want to sleep with her, that all women want to be friends with her, that everybody adores her and thinks that she's wonderful. Therefore, if you don't, that can only lead to one conclusion. Not that you're a good judge of character, but that you're a racist bigot. And that's where her narcissism takes her to. And it shows here that King Charles had no concerns in that regard, but Harry's wife makes it the concern, driven by her narcissism. It caused her to accuse the press of using the N-word towards her children, which is an utter fabrication. But remember, she believes this because her narcissism causes her to believe that it's the case. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.